Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance Division 1, ready for round 21 tonight. What a special occasion it is, and what more special occasion can it be than to actually have our ceremony today, introduced by world-renowned opera star Andrea Bocelli. Andrea, take it away. Oh, absolutely sensational. Andrea Bocelli. Oh, fantastic. And I think it's also time to introduce the even more special guest for tonight, Mr. Dimble. Good evening.
Good evening, Dan.
Are you
Good
sure?
evening, Andrea.
Are you sure it wasn't you singing there?
No, he just popped round and he's just shuffled off with Ranieri at his arm. So I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Ranieri at his arm. We've got some lovely comments there, Andrea. Do better tell him when he comes back. Yeah, yep, some good comments there, and beautiful, and my ears hurt. Well, I hope let me put some olive oil and a bit of cotton wool in there, and you'll be all right, Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw, who of course is one of our contenders for manager of the season. Taking a look at the results from last. Steve. um, taking a look at the results from last time, we had plenty of goals in the opening game, which is again at the bottom there. Phoenix 6, UN Rovers 0. And then it went a bit quiet for some of the matches, didn't it? Your own game, Dimble, 0-0 with the Wanderers of Wolverhampton.
Yeah, it was another disappointing one. I've been trying to get away from the 0-0s and the 1-0s, but they keep coming back to me. So the league has slipped away with these really, really boring games, which is very frustrating for me.
Well, the league might have slipped away, but there's still plenty to play for. Second place,
Absolutely.
maybe you never know, but that battle for third with Hulls, especially with what we've got today coming up, you've got a real chance of taking the top 3 place.
Yeah, I'd hope so. I think he's got a very tough game today, hasn't he? So if I can sneak a win, probably a 1-0 if I do win. Be good to be in third. I think third would have been, if you'd asked me at the start of it all, I'd have said that would have been a good performance. I was expecting to be around third, fourth, fifth, maybe. So I'm not too kind of disheartened by that. And the two teams at the top have been very good, so you can't really argue.
No, two strong sides. You put those two with maybe Blues and Dalgety Rangers from Division 2, and it'd be a close run thing to see which of those four would come out on top. I can't really see any of the sides outside of those. Maybe Radaby winning the league.
Well, Bradley have definitely got the players to do it. It's just see what they can do in the back room over the summer. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. If all kind of four or five of those teams stay as overpowered as they are, it's going to be one hell of a title battle next season. That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about those bits as we get to them over the weekend in the 2 rounds. Mike Savage, good evening, and Fifey's arrived as well. Wonderful. Yes. Yeah, some lovely atomic dimble going on there as well. Superb. Let's just take a look at the bottom of the table.
Has that got any context, that five, or is it just he just wants to sing that to me? It's fine if it is.
I
If
think
it's
he
just that.
just meant it. I think he just meant it for you. Flamingos there, that says playoff, can't get higher than a playoff position. It also means that they have been relegated. And there is Quinton Fortuna. Good evening, Quinton. A night off tonight. Obviously playing in the match yourself, but well, not yourself, literally. You can't see Quinton Fortune in the league anywhere. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Tonight's fixtures see, yes, some real humdingers, I could say. Falaraki versus Badgers, right? A massive battle in that Division 1B.
Yeah, there's some very, very nicely poised games in terms of first against fifth, which should be interesting. Third against second, sixth against seventh. So it's there's some good games in there, and there's obviously some other ones around that as well. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to get cracking. I want to see some goals tonight. That's what I want.
We'd love to see some goals. I mean, your own side, you want to see some goals up against Iron Curtain as well.
Yeah, against one of my new football friends, Duggan. He's had a shocking season, so I want to kind of pile on the misery if I can.
Pile on the misery. I notice Steve's giving away some secrets there to Quinton. We shall see, see what comes of that soon. Yeah, huge games tonight. Yeah, we look at the Badgers up against Falaraki, massive match. Fortuna can put another nail in the racer's coffin potentially, and yeah, and Wolfie's Wolves. Wolfie back in the fold, but not in the management fold yet. But great to see him back in the world.
Yeah, definitely. Welcome back, Wolfie. I hope you tune in tonight if you get a chance, but I've not seen him yet. But yeah, great temporary, a good and a temporary stint from, is it David?
Yeah,
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 David. Yeah,
in
he's had a
tonight
good few
still.
games. So, but I am no offense to David. I really, really pray for that Super Mingo's first point. That's what we all want.
Oh, Tato cheering on Wolfie's return as well, and yeah, let's see. Steve's at grass. Yeah, yes. Everyone rooting for a Flamingos win or a Flamingos draw, unless you're
Yeah,
betting
I
against
wasn't being I
Flamingos.
wasn't being greedy. I just wanted a point.
Right, let's get started on the games. We begin with UN Rovers versus Imaginary Madrid. And UN Rovers for this game have sent in a new formation for today, three at the back.
Interesting. Rimmer down the middle.
Yeah, Rimmer in the middle there. No Yapstam, of course, after he's the one that's injured, isn't he, Yapstam? But John O'Kane dropped to the bench.
Yeah, I mean it's not surprising. I'm pleased that Chris McCready is nowhere near the pitch. That's good for football. Yeah, it looks interesting. I think Kim Karlstrom's probably been the most disappointing. What would you call it? Designated player if it was in the MLS.
Not a bad way of putting
Um,
it, yeah.
yeah, he's come in as one of the potential stars, and he's done absolutely nothing. So I think Shawson will be, yeah, very very disappointed with that. If he can make a transfer, I'm guessing that would be the one he would start with. But yeah, I like that. It's similar to what I've done for most of the season. It works. He's definitely got a decent enough spine. Is it Stam that's missing tonight though?
Yeah,
That's
yep,
obviously a
Stan
big
missing,
loss.
yeah.
Yeah,
Tato saying there's an error with the Rovers squad. I wonder if it's the fact that Salt is not even on the bench. That's maybe, yeah, Quinton bringing it up as well. Yeah, Tato bringing it up. Salt not on the bench.
yeah. I mean, that is shocking, especially when you look at some people that have made it onto the bench as well. It's almost like a middle finger up at you, Dan, because he knows that you love him.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
he got a problem with the Swemp failure as some people have had this week?
It must be it. Yep, I did that on purpose. You mean man. You mean man. Manager of the year. You can have, I don't know, manager of the first 20 games, and then you can forget about the rest of the season, man. Salt. Salt dropped. I mean, that is a bitter taste. It certainly is. Um, yeah, I mean, Blinkhorn dropped. That was the big news for this one. He's being dropped after his last match in that 6-0. I don't think you can blame Blinkhorn. They just were attacked the entire match.
You can never blame Blinkhorn. He's a godlike figure on this game.
But
Um,
yeah,
Jed
Jed
Kimmings has
Kimmings.
played well when he's given the chance there. I saw that earlier. He's got no stats. He's got the determination of a boiled egg, but he's done all right when he's played. So and Rob Hulse as well. He's one that's impressed me. So I'm surprised that he gets the nod over Rob Hulse as well. I suppose it's just against me that he turned up, is it? Yeah, I think it might have been.
Probably was just that game where he came off the bench and performed. But yeah, in a real ode to Blinkhorn there, 2 4s for Jed Kimmins as well. So maybe that's what it's all about. It's a
Yes.
salt is disgusting, the player is decent. Well, you know, just moderate your
Yeah.
intake. It'll
I
be fine.
mean, yeah, I mean, salt's all right on foods. I suppose if you've got a diet that exists of strictly magnas and strongbow dark fruits, then I suppose salt is a bit disgusting. Yeah.
Very true, very true. And imagine Madrid for today. Jordi Cruyff back in the side. Joe Cole in the one of those midfield positions. So that means no place for Alex Calvo Garcia, even in the 18.
Yeah, I mean, he's Scunthorpe scum, so I'm happy to see him expelled from the squad. Fowler and Smith have done really well from what I've seen. So that could be a very good partnership.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
they've both
Cole
been
and
good.
Robin are gonna look dangerous, aren't they? So yeah, I think it's a nice balance to the team. It's a bit basic in terms of the formation, but there was a nice balance to it.
Yeah, both strikers doing a great job. Tato with a great job there. Steve spotted it as well about salt and shake going on there. It was good to see that. These two managers both 50-50 for next season at the moment. It'd be great to see them continuing.
Definitely, yeah, they both need to get back involved. Even if you just have a new concept or develop your concept and
Yeah,
go have a
keep
bit
it.
of fun with it. Doesn't have to be a competitive thing as such, but yeah, both managers need to pull the finger out and get involved for next season.
5 minutes around, it's all you need. And yeah, it'd be great to see both in for season 2. Fowler asked the legend while simultaneously being a cop fight. Yeah, well, yes, very true. Predictions for this game then with Chettle, Sal, and refereeing.
I think Madrid will win because Stam isn't there, and as long as Vieira don't do his 8 minute amazing run and score a couple of goals like he has done a few times this season, I can see quite a comfortable Madrid win. But then you and Rovers have surprised everyone most of the season, so yeah, I think 2-1 Madrid.
2-1 Madrid. We've got a 2-2, and we've got a 6-0 to Imagine Madrid. Another 2-1, 3-0. No salt, no party. So it's all Imagine Madrid, apart from Quinton, who's going for the draw. Oh, I don't know. Let's have some goals. So it starts off. It's starting in slow motion, of course, with the sacking of the manager recently, who's got his job back, and he's got a goal scoring partnership there, so it's not too bad, is it? But 0-0 after just over 10 minutes into the game. Mike Savage going for 3-0 as well to Imagine Madrid, and they've certainly looked the more likely to score. But then down the other end, Kimmins had a chance, and Petr Cech made the save. And then Smith down the other end. It's entertaining enough. It's been chances. 4-1 to Ewan, says Stephen Shaw. I wonder why he's saying that. Um, yeah, it's good to back your own team, isn't it? And
Yeah, do you?
Matt isn't
Like
here
your
to back.
team.
Oh, Terry coming close there. Oh, maybe it's a bridge too far. But we've got 5 minutes to half time.
Lots of text, not many,
Pl-
no goals.
Plenty of text, plenty of shots. As far as I'm noticing, this is quite the half shooting. Charleston has a chance, and he scores. He scores one at the end of the first half. 2 late chances for Kim Charlstrom, and you look at the big guys for that team: Charlstrom and Saviola and Shawcross, all performing very, very well.
Yeah, well, it was 2-8 for the keepers, and then Kimmy's gone and put Petter in a bad mood. And it was going to happen, wasn't it? As soon as I started slagging him off, he was going to do something today. So I think that behind the front two suits him better than the position he's been playing, maybe.
Yeah, he seems
Uh,
to play better further forward. You're absolutely right. Taking a look at a
yeah,
couple of
and
his shots.
Saviola on a nine is obviously getting very involved and must be doing some shooting and some running because a nine for 45 minutes and no
Without a
goal must,
goal,
must be doing
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a look at his stats in a sec and look at that. But Imagine Madrid, plenty of attempts on goal, but you and both sides being pretty accurate. And it's been good to see that first half. To
Yeah,
quickly
it's a bit
go,
harsh on Madrid with the amount of shots they've had. A bit harsh to be 1-0 down.
yeah, Yeah, you're not wrong. It is Saviola with the assist. So it's some good work there. He got ahead of Smertine and played it down to Sjostrom. So yeah, well played. He's had plenty of headers and he's even won a tackle. Oh, that's Saviola. That's Kimmins I'm watching there. The headers. He's had plenty of headers and not putting a tackle.
No, he's doing a lot of jumping, Ronaldinho-esque from Jed. Um, yeah,
Geraldinho.
and yeah, there's not much else happening. There's Saviola's kind of doing his thing. The keeper's keeping Madrid out, and that's basically been the story of the half. There's not much happened for you in the attacking half by the looks of it, but they've got the goal, which is the important thing.
Yeah, no shots for Saviola, as Davis just pointed out there. Nicky Hill performing better than he's done for quite some time. Plenty of tackles won there, including some key ones. And for Imaginary Madrid, yes, Mertine, not the best half there. I'm just going to bring it back to you, and just what I say to Mr. Shaw, if you want to make any changes now, you just let us know in the chat. Kimmins is just tired, and Flipcroft, he's also tired. He's usually carrying some sort of injury, but if you want to make a change, just let us know. And Dimble, tell us
He's
your.
in the chat tonight just to stop you from bringing Salt on. I think that's why he's turned up.
He's taken him out of the 18 and said, "I'm going to be here."
Yeah, you need supervising at all times. You've got a bit of a salt addiction.
Do you see any standout performers here?
Certainly not Alexi, is it? In the missing, well, not making many tackles and missing the ones he is making.
Yeah, standing out the
Uh,
wrong way, isn't he? Really?
yeah, and apart from that, they've been pretty poor, haven't they?
I don't think.
Got some very good players not doing much there. I mean, you look at Cole, Robin, Mendieta, not doing much with the ball. So yeah, it's disappointing. They've had shots, but they're not playing well at all. So I do think they can come back into this one now. I'm expecting them to get a goal back at least. It's just whether they can keep them out.
Yeah, I think it's quite a task for Ewan to keep out Smith and Fowler on the form that they're on, but we'll see if they can manage. So subs as instructed, and yeah,
Yeah, no,
so
I think that instructions was just no salt in capitals and free
no,
explanation.
no, the instruction is bring on sub 8. Salt, he's a secret sub. We'll see how he gets on in the next bit. Yeah, 9 attempts, 6 on target with the ratings. Yeah, Steve, I think
It doesn't add up, does it?
a bit
I agree
low.
with Steve. There must be long shots or something.
And to be honest, John Terry's first half performance, winning those tackles and doing a decent job, his yellow cards probably brought him down to a 7. So we're a few minutes off the subs, and it's still quite an interesting game. But we're going to Ewan substitutes now, and so the right. So as instructed, we make the one change, and it is Kimmins to be withdrawn for Chris McCready. No, it's not really. It's Kimmins to be withdrawn for Blinkhorn. He's going to be coming on. So there we are, and
Can
others.
we just have a look at Chris McCready? I really want to just admire his defensive ability. 4 strength, 4 tackling, 2 positioning, 4
For
marking,
heading.
5 bravery means he wouldn't dare head a ball if it was going past him. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I suppose he has got a little bit of pace and can jump a little bit.
he's a work of art, really, isn't he?
I
You
think
see,
that's about as bad as you get. I don't think I've seen many worse than that.
Kevin Langen. Yeah, Kevin Langen, one of the absolute worst players.
Is he a relation?
Thankfully not. But yeah, he's yeah, it's absolutely shocking. I mean, most of the time single figures all around, and a right back that used to be at Bristol City on 97, 98. So yeah, others as you see fit. I mean, do you see fit to take off David Flitcroft? Oh, he's on a 7, but he's down at 81%. So have a look when the next game is and check that out. 7 days, a week away. It's probably not too bad, is it?
For certain, P. Salt was on the bench. We know as fit would be Flitcroft walking over to the bench right now. Critchley, you can't take him off, can you? He's been
Yeah.
an absolute superstar. So Critchley needs to stay on, although that left hand side doesn't seem to be suiting him as much as the central role.
Yeah, leave the rest. There we go. Yeah, Flitcroft to keep on. and let's leave the rest. So as you see fit, but not as you see fit. No, we saw fit to leave them on. Imagine Madrid will be making no changes unless anyone's really off it. Fowler 79. No, at this point there's no instructions for subs from Imagine Madrid. Flitcroft to replace by Tato. It sounds like a very much a League Genesis kind of sub there that could go on into the last half hour. And Imagine Madrid trying to come back into this straight away. So this is a huge amount of viewers for midnight. What are you all doing awake? Thank you very much for
Yeah,
being
you're
here.
mental. Usually this would be me kind of under the covers, hoping my wife doesn't try and turn over with a massive pregnant belly.
You say, "Oh, Smith with a chance there." And it's you going, "Play my game early so I can leave." That's
Yeah,
1-0
and there is a
there.
reason for that, Dan, because I would be murdered if I kept waking up with I think it was a couple of weeks ago. It was
The food
really
one.
crappy food puns that had the whole bed shaking because I was laughing that much and trying not to laugh out loud. The whole bed was shaking and it woke her up. So yeah, it's for good reason I asked to go on early.
So 1-0, a great win for you and nobody
Yeah,
apart from
fantastic win.
Shaw.
That really good win, and I know he's kind of stuck his finger up at the league tonight, but that's another performance that just kind of highlights why he's up there in terms of managers of the season.
Yeah, I mean, no Yapstam, as he's mentioned there, to win that game. Nicky Hill doing a Yapstam kind of performance, really. There he is. Played plenty of games this season at left
I
back
keep
and then goes in centre back and does a great job.
I keep thinking, is that a hairdresser or is that someone
Nicky
with a similar
Clark.
name? Nicky Clark.
Nicky Clark. Imagine Nicky
It
Clark
just
playing
sounds,
this
just
game.
sounds like a hairdresser. So yeah,
It's a mixture of
that guy. That's right.
hairdresser Nicky Clark and javelin thrower Mick Hill. Get those two together, you're quite the player. Yap known to be leaky. Yeah, cutting salt out of the diet. Absolutely right, Quinton. There. Yeah, it's a good, a very very strong performance there. Flitcroft surviving only 74%. Not the best game for him, but he's done fine. And Critchley improved in the end to his 7.
Yeah, I'm pleased to see Critchley pull it up to a 7 because he's been one of the players of the season for me. So yeah, keep his rating high. I know Steve gets really upset when his players' ratings get dropped by stuff like that. So I'm pleased for Neil.
Yes, very pleased for Neil. We're heading back towards that 7 for a league average rating. Imagine we should change of formation, but no change of result.
No, sometimes it happens when you play 4-1-3-2. It's a game of nothing.
No, it wasn't a change of formation,
Yeah,
actually, was it? He was just making it up.
that was you in the change formation. Yeah, but the 4-1-3-2, it's a bit of a coin flip sometimes. You can put the best players in the world in the 4-1-3-2, and you'll still just go missing for a few games a season. And so it proved that with the Millwall save that we've been doing with the Cherno toddler to grave save. Literally got the best players in the world, and I still can't get ahead of Man United.
Yeah,
It's a bit inconsistent.
limiting.
So yeah, it's a default kind of tactic for a reason. It does a good job at times, but I think if you want to win every week, you shouldn't be using that formation.
No. But then as we look at it, if you want to win every week, we'll get to Trafford later on, and they do play that formation. So we'll see as we go through.
Well, let's see if my theory comes true tonight. Then he's got the best players in the world. He's got that formation. Let's see what happens.
It's like magic, isn't it? You click on it, and here we go, straight through to 4-1-3-2 of Trafford United. Big news tonight coming from Daji is that he's staying on for next season, and this Trafford side is almost entirely set to go, if not the entire group.
Oh, brilliant. That's good news. Good to have Daji back. I know he wasn't 100% sure he was going to come back, and I'm pleased to see the end of this side just because I might be playing against them all next season with a very very weak side of my own. So yeah, that's good news for me.
Yeah, I'm looking
I
at
don't
it.
know
I
what
don't think
he
any of
plans
them
to
can
do.
stay on in his new contract. None of these players will be staying on.
Cool. Well, it's a concept as well, so yeah, that's good. I think the more concept sides, the better. For
It'll
any,
make it more competitive, yeah,
yeah,
certainly.
definitely, it's just more kind of fun, and I mean, we can still be competitive, but this isn't competitive as we've got this right now. Um, Obviously, Daddy's doing an okay job of it, but he only has to do an okay job to kind of go nearly undefeated.
Yeah, I think yeah, Tato's happy to see Dodgy staying on. Good night, Mr. Shaw. Thank you very much. Good night, Mr. Tom. Thanks for sticking around for that round. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, Dodgy staying on is good for the league, and certainly coming up with a totally new squad for next season. I'm not going to give anything away from it, but yeah, it does sound like it'll really make the league more interesting. That's what we want to see, don't we?
Good.
Um, yeah, so the squad today, we see Sigalko back in, Veron coming in for Aymar, and I think that's the two changes into the lineup.
Yeah, I mean that's significantly weakened him, hasn't it?
Yeah,
No,
Tomadera and Aymar dropped for Sigalko and Veron.
that just looking at that kind of nest, the kind of Aro Vieira with Emerson in front, it's just like it's almost impenetrable on this game. So as long as they can kind of create enough chances, which they probably will, they should be comfortable. Although Atletico are no mugs themselves, and I'm not I'd be interested to see what Robbie's done tonight. See if he's
Yeah,
changed what he's been doing, or if he's going to stick the same. Be interested to see.
it's a bit slightly more of the same as Robbie looks to penetrate Dodgy's boys. With the team, one change to the lineup sees Uguekio coming back into the side for Rustico, who's suspended.
Yeah, Hugo won't let you down. He's pretty solid, so that's an okay change. I don't mind the shape.
Yeah,
I don't particularly like the no kind of nothing in the middle at all, not even an arrow. Um, but apart from that, yeah, it's not a bad team. It's a good
oh,
team.
I'll just help you out with that. We'll go for that, shall we? And just
Yeah,
leave the goalkeeper running around. Fresh risk
I
for
saw a
people.
post. I saw a post earlier. It was playing CM2, and the sweeper keeper apparently was overpowered. If you have your sweeper with an arrow to
Yeah,
centre back,
yeah.
it kind of made
Was it
an
Kevin
extra outfield
Pressman or
player.
something like that doing it? I can't remember who it was. It was
Yeah, he had him going to left centre back, and then no one at left centre back, and it seemed to like kind of con the AI into something. So
yeah.
maybe it would work.
We'll have to see. My guess is no. But
No,
please,
I'm
if someone
guessing
wants to do it,
Sports
Fifey,
Interactive learned from it. Yeah,
Fifey got nothing to lose. Your team's already down. Play a sweeper keeper. But yeah, it's a good side for Robbie. And of course, last time out, they beat Iron Curtain 1-0. We didn't see the previous result between the two sides last time out. But for these, Allenwell 0, Trafford 1, that's not a bad result at all, is it?
yeah, it's a tight one. It could be the same again. I don't Trafford haven't blown teams away that often. It has happened a couple of times, but they've not blown teams away every week. And yeah, Ullenwell have been competitive all season, so
Hmm.
there's no guarantees with this one. Although it'd be very surprising if they did get something. But I'm kind of hoping they do, just so it keeps the title race more interesting right to the end.
Lots of people wanting the title race to go well. Tato going for 1-1 and Quinton going for a 2-1 for Allenwell because of the interest of the title race. Just look, last time Madrid played UN Rovers, an 8 for Salt. He could have been absolutely seasoned pro like he is, straight into the side. He would have done a great job, but they won, I suppose. So I hope Trafford win 8-0. Yes, of course, the Battle of Division 1B. I don't know what I'm doing. Look at that. I want to be on here, don't I? Who's refereeing for today? It is Jan Arnold Cleven. Lovely. Let's go. From Gold Trafford, Savage going 3-0. The game has had a slow start, but it looks like Trafford are trying to get themselves in gear a bit. We've got 15 minutes and Allenwell holding out well. Sigalko's put one off target. Sigalko's missed a lot of shots this season for whatever team he's played for. And he obviously does score goals, but he's missing plenty.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably one of the things with recreating these players and duplicating them. It might kind of lose that a little bit
You never
Magic.
know. Emerson's
Everton
got the
scored.
early goal. Well, early goal. It's not an early goal. Oh, 30 minutes in. Yeah, I mean, do they lose it from the original? I did try and put that to the test once with three Sigalcos in a Celtic squad together. The original did outscore them, but it wasn't by much. It's 1-0 at half time, and oh, I mean, Kyoto's aside, Allenwell are being completely outdone by the Trafford players.
Yeah, it's really poor ratings from Atletico. Um, Probably just because they've not probably not touched the ball, have they?
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, possession wise, yeah, 53-47, but they've had a lot of the ball back in their own zone, so they've not used it too well. They've had two shots, not the worst in the
Yeah, I
world.
mean, there's always a chance, isn't there? It's difficult to see if it follows the same pattern, it's going to be comfortable. But you can always get a corner or a free kick or a penalty that could change the flow of the game.
Yes, and that's what they've got to cling on to that little idea. Yeah, Cafu nearly 100% passing, but Veron 16 out of 16. And it's yeah. I mean, they're doing what they need to do, but they're not setting any trees on fire, are they?
No, it's been similar. I've been surprised that they haven't kind of scored 3, 4, 5 goals more often than they are doing, but they just grind it out. And yeah, it only takes one chance when you've got the two best strikers in the game, probably. And that's probably what they've had. It's fallen to Emerson this time.
Yeah, Emerson has that goal from his two shots. I'm just trying to. I can't. Oh, no, we're okay. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I was looking at the Dodgy's instructions, and it was if they're drawing or losing. You don't need to worry about that. They're winning. And going into, I mean, Zawi, 5 attempted tackles and not one successful.
That's very, very poor. Zara's usually a lot better than that, isn't he? Ashley
Yeah.
Cole, I think he likes pushing forward more than just standing at left back. That's one thing that might be holding those two back. I think when you've got two proper fullbacks that aren't going anywhere, it's very, very, well, it's very frequently they get low ratings. So it's probably going to stay the same. And I said Hugo can't let you down, and he's definitely letting him down so far.
Well, yeah, he won one tackle. He won one tackle. It could have been 2-0 if he hadn't won that one. We're going to leave them as they are till 60 minutes as well and see how things go. Yeah, the viewer count has improved. Mr. Shaw's left, and we're actually up to a world record
Yeah,
197,000 viewers. It's
it's
massive.
actually Andrea and Claudio sat on the other sofa now, and they've just flicked on the phones, so it's probably them too.
Andrea Bocelli's son's joined as well. He's ready for this. Trafford subs for this point. 60 minutes if leading. Anyone booked? Nope. Anyone 85% or less? Cafu. The only sub to come on there is Okoronkwo.
I both love and hate this, like how specific he is with instructions. It winds me up, but it's so brilliant at the same time.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. His little screen. I mean, you can see my screen. Can you see that? It's set up.
I can't see the text, but I can see
But yeah, it's a
the
lovely
phone. Yeah.
little setup there, isn't it? He sends a picture of his team with a few boxes for reds for if they're not winning and greens if they are winning, and tells me what to do, and it works a treat.
Brilliant.
Um, if
I'm
possible,
sure
keep lots
the
of them on
chairman
actually.
appreciates the clarity of it.
It's it's very straightforward. I'm not suggesting everyone else go ahead with that because I understand what everyone's saying to me anyway. But yeah, it's just it's the one thing where I think I can see it all just on one little screen. It's perfect. Alan on a 5 vest. I mean, looking into. I mean,
Yeah,
Lola's going to have to come off, and he's not even on a 5, but he's going to be.
5. Yeah, 5 will make you get down.
They are certainly feeling down from this one. I think it's going to have to be Dean Keats and Saeed maybe moving over to the right hand side of the two. That'll be it for
Yeah, I
me.
mean Keatsy is a favourite of Wooders, so he'd be happy to see Dean Keats on the pitch. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's I quite like Dean Keats. Back from CM3, Keats was a great player at Walsall. I don't, I'm not given any specific instructions from Robbie, and I mean, I don't know. Bonk, he wouldn't take off his captain. He's on a 5.
Yeah, his game changers are centre mids and wingers, which aren't gonna do much in this formation. So I was tempted to just kind of stick with it.
The Keats goes on poetry emotion. I mean, yeah, I mean, I would do that, Quinton. I would take Bonk off and put on Ekakanga, but Bonk, as far as Robbie goes, he has been his captain. He's been a good performing player, so I think we'll just have to leave him as he is and see how it goes. I mean, it's technically. I mean, did he describe it as a free hit this game?
Um, yeah, I didn't see that, but it wouldn't surprise me. That's kind of the perfect kind of
It might be my
description for
imagination. He
it.
has done. Yeah, it's 1-0. Pushing in for the end of this game, and Yavin has pulled an
There
equaliser
you
out.
go.
Perfect.
And
And look at those.
everyone's ratings jump up a couple.
That's a superb comeback there. There was a prediction of a draw. Are they gonna hold on for it?
Going to be a goal.
Oh, Van Nistelrooy coming so close to scoring, and there we are. What a result for Allenwell. They 3-5s and they've drawn with Trafford. That is
That's
outstanding.
yeah. If you take Javan and Chiosis out of that, it's a terrible performance. But they've got a point away at Goal Trafford, which is very very hard work to kind of pull off. So
Mm,
congratulations to Robbie for upsetting the league leaders.
what a result that is. If we go back to the predictions, looking on that before, where did we get to predictions for this game? 1-1 for me. Tato, hoping Trafford win 8-0. But yeah, 1-all. Wow. Bring in Sexy Bonk, says Quinton. Yeah, great prediction from
Yeah,
Tato.
look at
Uh,
those ratings for Trafford players as well. It's all 8 7s and a 9. And it
Vasson
looks like a
Condola with man
comfortable
of the
win.
match. Yeah, it's strange. Left back at man of the match. Chances they didn't need many, and they got the goal they wanted.
No, I mean it's not kind of mind blowing stuff. Is it? It's only 7 shots on target to 3. So um, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't think it's just weird looking at the player ratings compared to
It doesn't
to
match
the,
up, does
the
it?
scoreline. Yeah, it doesn't match up, but it doesn't matter. One's the key stat.
Frederick Risp, look at that. Frederick Risp, Tato. Seven tackles, won, two key. Said picked himself up to a 6. Bonk stayed on a 5. And it was an unassisted goal for Yavin as well. Yeah, I think no more analysis needed on that. Great result for Allenwell. The ratings don't show it.
No, but he won't give a flying fluke.
Not at all. Well done. Good result. And I mean, unlucky Dodgy, but the title battle is potentially thrown open again. We'll just play your game now or leave it till later.
I'm easy. Whatever. It's not a vital game, is it? Should we leave Bulls against
Yeah, get
Phoenix
that
till
one
last?
later.
That's the
Yeah,
big one, isn't it?
let's and
Um,
I know it's a weekend Tato. We play the Badgers game late on against Champino as well. With this Falaraki side close together in the league.
yeah,
So
we want the badges on late as possible with them being kind of nocturnal. I think that's why they've been good so much this season.
yes, change of formation, change of personnel. It's a side that's interested me. It's we don't often see a 3-6-1.
No, it's just something I thought I'll try and I thought he'd play 3-4-1-3-2. So I thought I need cover in that middle area. I want to get in behind and out wide. So that's what I'm thinking. I've gone direct as well to kind of beat the press. Um, I've not got a striker in form, so that's why Esther is playing up there as kind of a target man. Duncan can't last more than kind of 50 minutes, so he's restricted to a cameo role again, and he's not scored in the league all season, despite me trying my hardest to get him a goal. Um, in fact, can you put him on penalties? Just doing number one penalty choice.
Oh, wrong one. Penalty takers. And who will be sitting on that again? Who's
I
number
think
one?
if he doesn't get a league goal this season, it'll be a criminal offence,
I completely
which
missed
he
who you're
knows.
talking about.
Ferguson.
There we are. Yeah, of course, you're absolutely right.
That's
So when
fucking
he comes on,
criminality in my squad. Yeah, it's definitely Ferguson.
well, it could have been. There's a few players probably in there.
Yeah, but I've got Don in there as well. I wanted to keep it interesting. I could have played the same kind of lineup with Keane and Zay Ellis and the defensive midfielders, but I thought I'll give Don a run. I've got nothing to kind of lose. I want to score some goals. And that's basically the way I've been thinking for the last few weeks now. As soon as I dropped points a couple of weeks ago, I just thought I'm not going to win the league now. Let's try and score some more goals. And so far, it's gone horribly wrong. So let's hope I get something out.
Well, there's always a chance, isn't there? Up against Iron Curtain for today. Lots of Etcher read all about. Well, of course, Esther. No, I don't know. How do we go into these bizarre footballing puns tonight? Sexy bonk and all that. Yeah, I mean, good luck to the East Coast against the Iron Curtain, who go into this game unchanged from last time. Unchanged because I didn't get a team.
He did say, I mean, I don't know if you want to tell me. I don't really want me to tell you, but he did send in a instruction about putting it into a diamond or something.
Did he? Did it? Was that on
Yeah, yeah,
the group thing?
yeah. And he said, make sure there's no keeper on the bench.
Is that one made up?
The last one was made up. Yeah,
I completely.
you might have been having your little cat nap.
I did have a small nap, yeah, because I realised it was going to be on quite late. No, this is. I can't, what time did he send that one?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I know it's about
About
7,000.
150 messages ago. Which if I
Oh,
search
anyone
for
got the
diamond,
screenshot? Stick Bez Rodney in for Mostovoy. Well, he's not even in the squad at all, so it doesn't matter. So I can't do that. And go diamond with him at the top of AM. I assume he wants to drop Titov because Titov's usually the one that would come in there. So Nikiforenko will be there. Titov out.
okay.
Titov out for Bez Rodney. We'll do that. Is it against your team? I'm happy to do that at
Yeah,
that point.
who? I think there's Bez Rodney for Mostovoy. So whoever
Yeah,
didn't play last week.
Titov usually doesn't start.
Yeah, okay.
So it will be that way. And Titov on the bench there. Bonk was on loan at Birmingham in 0102. What, actually on loan at Birmingham in 0102? But
Is
just a
this
different
is
part of the
this someone else
season.
just trying to claim a tenuous link to have a concept squad or what?
Yeah. Did was Bonk? How many seconds was Bonk near Newcastle? That's going to be the question. Predictions. I mean, are you going to predict your own game?
1-0 to the East Coast.
Hey, 1-0 to East Coast. Yep, wanted a diamond. Guess he's bonk again. Yes. Actually at Birmingham. So, oh well, that's good to know, isn't it? That he's played in England. So maybe that could be a new Birmingham concept for next season.
Well, that's what most people have done, isn't it? They've picked a favourite player and then picked a concept around it. So yeah, let's get Maxim and Nicky Franco playing well tonight. Duggan, eh?
John McCarthy force for next season. 3-0 for East Coast, says Fifey. 3-all, says Quinton. Yeah, Quinton says Bonk's leaving his squad for next season. In fact, all 25 of your squad are leaving. Bowyer to score and 3-1. That's specific. I like specific predictions, so thank you very much, David. Let's get going. And we've survived the first 3 minutes without a goal. Krakowski's had a chance to score. That's a bit rare, isn't it? Stay just making general comments as he usually does. Nikiforenko gets the opening goal for the Iron Curtain, who are going to be looking to close up the shop. Nigmatulin makes the save, playing against himself, of course. 2 goalkeepers today. It's 2-0, and Sikalko gets the goal. Krakowski to pick up a yellow card on 54 minutes is quite a strong prediction as well from Quinton. Can East Coast get back into this? Yes, Esther Maria gets the goal. It's 5 for the season for him now. And it's Hutchison's getting involved. This could easily be this 3-all that was predicted. Carpine takes a yellow card. And just before half time, it goes quiet. Um, yeah, I mean, not what you expected, but certainly not out of the game by any means.
Well, I got goals, which is what I asked for. Just my luck with keepers at the minute that we have the identical keepers, and mine's the one with a 5. So that's just typical at the moment. But yeah, I think it's been an even game, and
Hmm.
I think I can come back into this one. Um, just as long as the Russian Nigel Martin doesn't keep playing like that.
Well, that's the key thing, isn't it, for him? And yes, he did. He did say that. He, um, yeah, Romoshenko is doing what he can in defence. Kropkovsky, I'm sure it said Kropkovsky had a chance to score early on in that game. I mean, I don't know. I can't have made that one up.
It must have been an air shot or a header, maybe.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah,
No headers won either. No.
the Russian against his own men. It's yeah, Shevchenko got the assist. He's playing okay. The double agent. Is this going to not about Nigel Martin? And yeah, it's just generally for Iron Curtain a solid performance. Over to your own side, Esteberia has the goal. He's looked the most lively for players, but Zalias putting in challenges, John Terry doing the same. Keon's been fairly quiet and just letting the game go by. Montero even more so.
Yeah. Problem with playing three centre backs is that there's always one of them as a quiet game or a poor game. Killy Gonzalez has been absolute dog shit all season. Never
Gave him a
signed him.
chance, but it hasn't worked.
There was there's a severe lack of wingers with Bravery 20, so that's why he's in the squad. And he's been shit. Let's put it bluntly.
So certainly it's a lesson learned, and now the concept is coming to an end. Obviously, for your own side, yeah, you probably won't see him again in your own teams.
No, he didn't have any stints at the club I am managing next season, so he won't be turning up. Not like he didn't play in a friendly match at any point or anything like that. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll roll to 60 minutes. I don't want any subs. I'm tempted to tug off the Russian in goal, but I'm not going to.
Well, he might enjoy it if you did, if you were to pull him off right now. So 60 minutes, chasing 6 minutes. Iron Curtain, of course, for next season, not confirmed yet. Sort of rumours of a couple of different things there. As Sigalko makes it 3-1. And then down the other end, Zalias has had a chance. And John Terry's had a yellow card. Substitute time sees. Well, there's nothing to look at here, is there? Because the last instruction we had from these was don't take them off unless they have a heart attack, wasn't it? That I think he sent to me. So yeah, there's nothing going on with that team. I hope none of them do. For East Coast, we're levelling out much more towards the sevens, but yeah, fitness-wise, Estabria is a bit gone with a knee injury. Apart
He
from
can keep playing. Is anyone doing anything? So he has to stay on. I need Killy Gonzalez off the pitch, so replace him with somebody. No options.
I mean, you could go for. You could sacrifice one of your midfielders and put Ferguson on, and Luis
Yeah,
Enrique left and Bowley right.
put Dunk on and Esteberia to the right. Luis
All right,
Enrique
so Luis Enrique to the left. Just the one up top still.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if I had full control, I would change it, but I don't agree with formation changes in the middle of these matches. I don't think it's fair.
These are all right. These have always been okay because anyone on the chat can move them around, and you can as well.
No, I'm all right. I'll stick with it.
Yeah.
My own thoughts on that. So I would put John Terry on the bench as well, and I will just put anyone on. I'd go Roy Keane.
For John Terry?
Yep.
Yeah,
and right. I'm trusting back to come good. I'm going to leave him on.
Roy Keane certainly can do a job in defence according to his attributes, but can he do it in terms of his positional ability? We'll have to find out. I can't remember. I don't actually think he's a superb centre back on this, but he's got the attributes.
He's got some fitness about.
Montero quickly gets himself a goal and a card, and Luis Enrique gets himself off the pitch.
Well, I'm pleased that it made that third sub, that's for sure. It's going to have to be Torricelli.
Yeah, I think so, isn't it? There's no left-sided players other than him.
Torricelli's been pretty damn good actually when he has played, so he's unlucky not to get a game. Even on the wing, he's been good.
Yeah, he's not played much at all, but he's done a decent job as a
Yeah.
substitute.
Those sixes are probably off the bench, so that's when he's started a game, he's usually done pretty well. But obviously, he's going to get 6 to now, 6 to 9.
We've got 15 minutes or so left of this game. 3-2. Finally poised. He's gone a little bit quieter. Coming forward here, Sigalko puts one wide. And then down the other end, Bowyer with a chance. He didn't put it in. 5 minutes left of normal time. It's very much end to end.
Come on, Dunk.
Are we going to see the sixth goal? It looks like no. It is 3-2 to the Iron Curtain. Oh, well, that's a blow to the third place charge. But it's not all over. And a great result for Iron Curtain.
Yeah, it's about time he won one. It was a very even match. I've kind of pissed my season away with some dodgy decisions recently, so I take full responsibility for that. At least Nick Matulin played okay.
Yeah, he clawed his way back in, didn't
70
he?
minutes a game.
So Shevchenko, man of the match without scoring a goal. And that comes from getting the one assist and not doing a lot else, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, look at those strikers. He's got Nikiforenko, Shevchenko, Sigalko. Yeah, he's definitely got the edge in that area. I've probably got the better centre backs and DMCs, but he's got the better attack for sure.
He's been quite
two fairly even teams, I think. Yeah, but credit to Duggan, it's a win, and he deserved it.
And Luis Enrique is 15% as it stands. I mean, hopefully he's got a bit of a sore foot for you. But,
yeah, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not bothered. He's done pretty much nothing all season. So
yeah, it's quite a quiet season, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, everyone that's played in the wide position apart from Bowyer has been absolutely junk, really. Torricelli's been okay when he has started, but he's not played enough, so he'll probably get run out next time. But Bowyer's been really good on that right hand side. I think Bowyer's one of the easiest players to get a tune out of on the game, if I'm being honest. So I couldn't see why you wouldn't be able to get him playing well.
The subtle dig going in there. Yeah, see, not the most contributions to things, but decent performances all around. That's at least 6 games in a row where he's been 7+. So yeah, good result for Iron Curtain. Close game, 3-2. And we're going to the Wanderers of Wolverhampton versus Flamingos, two managers who are both here. Last time they played each other, it was 4-1 to the Wolves, and I don't think we checked your last time you played Iron Curtain, did we? 4-1. It was 2-1.
It was either a draw or a snap or win. Yeah, it was a close one.
Last time you played them, it was 1-0 in that game. Yeah. The goal from Zelias as well. And Nick Matulin outperformed yours. Teya Singsas is refereeing. Lovely. It's great to see him here. Fife mixing things up. Again, a 3-6-1.
Yeah, I think the Toblerone base gives him a good kind of solid structure, and then that's something you can't go wrong with in this league where you have to play 3 at the back. I can see what Fife is trying there. It's similar to kind of what I've played all season, so no kind of negative comments. It's a little bit defensive, but 100% understand why he's doing that.
Yeah, I can understand that as well. Just looking into it, the stream seems to be a little bit funny there. It said no connection. It's back on. Hopefully you didn't miss too much of that. It was probably the best analysis Timble's ever done as well. No, it's if you missed it.
Did my only bit of kind of coherent analysis get lost forever? Oh well.
I don't know what's happened to it, to be honest. It was just an interesting bit of saying there was no connection going on here, and the stream will end shortly. But yeah, it's back on. It's working. So
just to sum it up in a few words: Toblerone base, shit wingers, very defensive, but understand why he did it. And that's summarised.
That's the word.
And Aquilani has been pretty good for him. and he's developed really nicely, actually, hasn't he?
Yeah, for he's now an adult, so it's okay if you want him. Defensive, they've conceded, yes, conceded over 123 million goals this season, and but Fifey a good chance this game
See,
to concede
five is
fewer.
kicking off there, but if you'd have heard my analysis beforehand, I'd have said 100% understand why he's doing it. So wind your neck
Yes,
in, fat neck.
indeed. And David for this game, he goes with a different sort of setup that features two wingers heading in towards Yavin, and it's kind of a mixture between probably how he'd like to play and how Wolfie plays.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the AML and AMR tucking into strike. It never seems to work. It does on the updates and stuff, not on the original database. So I'm not a massive fan of it, but he's done a good job so far, hasn't he? And
Hmm.
I mean, it shouldn't take much to beat this Flamingos team, so it probably will be enough. And he's not exactly blessed in certain areas of the squad. Um, but Javan, Robin
And
should be enough.
Fortesh.
Yeah, Fortish.
Will we see Fortesh today? Who knows? Yavin this season, second top scorer with 15 league goals as well. Got 3-2 from Quinton, 3-1 from Fifey, backing the opposition, as you do. What about yourself?
Um, my heart says 0-0. My head says 3-0 Wolves.
3-0. And Sully Matari on the bench today. Great news. He's making Dean Saunders look quite good.
He can cross though. That crossing stat is probably
That's
very
all he
useful.
can
Just to
do.
stick in there. Yeah,
if
nothing
they
else.
had if they had Telechki up front and Matari playing the crosses, there's potentially a chance, potentially, of a goal. Sambas has
Yeah,
gone 27 minutes.
it'd only take one chance for it to be no goals to Flamingos as well, wouldn't it?
And keen to be booked on 21. Well, we shall see how much of that comes true in this match. Well, Flamingos have had the ball a little bit. We can tell because it does our eyes in.
Yeah,
And
Fifey, whatever you do next season, make sure you get a better contrast in the colours of your kit.
it's a red
Oh, fuck.
card for Yarstein. So, Fifey. But I'm guessing Bungle's coming on. But who's coming off as if the job wasn't hard enough? Mike Savage
Yeah,
going 1-all. I'm sure he hasn't seen the red card before he's made that prediction. Oh dear.
yeah.
Just happy to
I,
be
I,
awake.
I don't know what I would do here. It'd have to be the MC or the AMC, surely. Oh, you could go brave and take a DM off.
Yeah, I mean, for me, put Martin up top, Samba off. I see, yeah, I mean, that's a way. Uh, Personally, I'd have withdrawn Darla, I think. Taken Darla off, moved Crofton to a back three, played one DM, and kept the same up there. That's what I've gone for. But because Darla is a pretend player, so I'd have gone for that one. But Fifey, he's a boss. He knows what he's doing. Let's ruin that prediction. Well, has it? We shall find out. There's one goal, maybe. And it's a goal for Kivu scoring the penalty. 1-0. Bungle has picked the ball at the net for his only work so far. Yavin's hit the frame of the goal. No, don't remove a defender. Samba can't score. Samba can't score now because he's off the pitch.
Definitely can't score now. I mean, I'd be surprised if they had a shot on target at this, the way it's gone so far.
Yeah, they might have had one early on, and then the red card came. We'll take a look at that very quickly first of all. Yeah, they had one early on, and yeah, we'll go straight to looking at the teams to offer substitutes, and probably the most work needs to be done with Flamingos. So that's how it looks so far for them, all at 90% plus. Aquilani on a 5, you wouldn't take him off, and everyone else is on a 6. So have a think, Fifey. For David, Yavin down to 89. with Kivu down there as well. But Anderton, wait, he's actually not injured. It's got to be something, hasn't it?
Well, it's just around the corner. If he's feeling healthy right now, he'll do a couple of stretches, kind of have a little
It's
sip of water, run out onto the pitch, and it's only a matter of time before he pulls or tweaks something.
So if Fifey wants to move the wide men central with arrows, but who are you going to play out wide? You're going to play two players out wide. So just have that decision first of all. I can't play nobody out wide.
I'd just stick a little arrow on Hadzimovic if
Going forward.
Hadzimovic.
Hasi Mehmedovic, yeah. 90% plus, yeah, you can't play nobody out wide until you're down to 9 men. And then you can. The rules go at 9 men. Anderson off and Etherington to go on and swapping around with Robin. I can do that for Mr. David. Etherington for Anderson.
Switch over. The poor bloke's just got fit. He's feeling good, and now he's staying in the dressing room.
Yeah, at least he didn't come off a Fortesh. It's like the ultimate insult. Yeah, that was very fine for him. He's no.
Well, that Robin on the right hand side, as we know, would have worked very well in real life. Let's see if it will work on the game.
There's quite a few people put him there.
Yeah, I don't think the game likes left on the right or right on the left. I mean, I'm happy to be proved otherwise, but I just don't think the game likes it, even though in real life it is exactly what you would do. But in terms of Flamingos, I think Fife would be, well, he said he's quite pleased. I think if he can stay in the match, Atletico showed earlier that if you stay in it, you can nick a goal, especially when you've got, I was going to say good strikers, but it's a 16-year-old, isn't it? But yeah, Wolves would be looking to kind of build on that. It should be straightforward from now.
Should be. It's 1-0, 10 men. They can go for it. And will they bring Fortesh on? It's Yavin scoring immediately in the second half. A great start for Wanderers. 2-0. Eddington's left-footed only. Yeah, it's not about the footedness though, it's about the sides and how well a player can play on those sides. It's 3-0 and Roy Keane has that goal and he's hit the post as well. The subs are coming. Roy Keane's absolutely battering the opposition. Yeah, it's not the side, it's not the footedness, it's the sides on the database when you look at them.
Yeah, I think I was kind of alluded to footedness, but obviously yeah, they're both left-sided on the game as well, left side of the pitch.
Yeah.
If you was to put one of them out on the right, it would be Robin.
It would be Robin, yeah. I mean, to be honest, it would have been Fortesh. Just play Fortesh. Just play Fortesh. That's what we all want. Don't know why I agreed to it. It's because you've got season 2 confirmed, Fifey. That's why. You've got season 2 confirmed. Your own team starting afresh. For Wolfie, take you have enough for Forte. Yes. That's what they all wanted to see.
Because Fortes, he's already scored this season, hasn't he?
He has scored 2, I think. Yeah, 2 in the cup, both goals.
Would he be Flamingo's top scorer with that return?
I wouldn't be surprised. Get Des on for Fifey. Get this on for Fifey. It would be interesting to get this on Fifey. 64th minute, 64 years old, great spot. And 46, the reverse substitute. It's a lovely bit of numbers.
Yep.
Come on, yep. And we're going to go to Flamingos now, of course, to have a look at what they're going to do while we sort of talking about that all that time. Yeah, fitness-wise, they're okay. 85 is the worst. Ratings, Malmstrom's performing the best of the team so far, with Bungleson doing a reasonable job.
Yeah, Bungleson's done well, hasn't he? Nobody else has. Apart from Malmstrom. He's left wing, isn't he? Yeah. He looks all right. When I had my one game stint as Flamingo's manager, I put him in. I thought he looked all right off the ball and dribbling and crossing. He had the right stats for me, but he doesn't seem to have played much.
Had an arrow where? Is this must be Hadzimefrogovic, I assume. Um, Going to make the sub. What sub?
I'm lost.
It must be on. Oh, there may be a live. This is top chat. Should we change to live chat?
Oh, if he's sworn, then he might.
Uh,
Did he put get
oh
fucking on?
yes, he's sworn. There we go. Right, we just didn't have it. We just didn't have it, and I assume that's Eldar Hadzimefrogovic to go as a sub there. Right, we didn't have that in our chat. That's why I couldn't do it. Because he's been a naughty boy. So Eldar to come off for the as above didn't make any sense to us because we couldn't see it. We were all stuck with that. So add an arrow like that. Yeah. Sully Matari for Crunchar. Sully Matari for Crunchar. Oh no.
Can we
Montari.
make him the captain now?
So
Oh,
that's
that's a different film, and it's Sully. I was thinking Sully and the one where Tom Hanks is on the boat. It's two different Tom Hanks films merged into one. Sorry, apologies.
Castaway. He's got Wilson. Wilson playing, is he? Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that must be everything that's happening there. So yeah, there's no wonder we couldn't spot that substitute because you were just being a naughty boy. Okay, 3 films put together. It's a plane. Oh yeah, Castaway's a plane. Yep, that's right. Just checking
I
all
think it was
these.
Captain Sully, but then I was thinking the one where he got done by pirates.
Getting done by pirates. That's an 18, isn't it? I don't know. 3-0 as it stands. Sully lands on the Hudson River. Flamingos have scored, but it was an own goal. It was an own goal.
I'm hoping it
Yes.
was it Fortes?
Forte own goal. I
Third of
think
the season.
amazing. We can predict the own goal because we didn't see it. I'm going to go for it being Lescott. He's got a 9, so I think he's scored.
Duff.
Look at Brungleson there with an 8 and Des with a 7. Superb substitutes there. Captain Phillips is the Pirates. All right, playing no goalkeeper Wolves.
Can we confirm that he was a captain on? Is it when he landed on the Hudson as Sully? Was he captain there as well?
It was Kivu with the own goal. So they did score a goal. They did all right, but Roy Keane, 21 attempted tackles, 11 won, plenty of passing and key passing, won all his headers, and had a spell in the game where he just kept shooting those 3 out of 3 shots in a row, 3 shots, 2 and 1 goal. It's literally called Sully Miracle on the Hudson. He was a captain
Yeah, but he
in
was.
Sully.
I'm gonna say he was a captain. Yeah, he was a pilot. All right, let's get past that now.
He was also a sheriff, Tom Hanks, wasn't he, as well? In Toy
Oh yeah,
Story.
yes. Someone poisoned the waterhole. I think.
Yeah, I believe that was the case. And then you had to go to Sid Phillips.
It's nice to
Captain
see
Phillips.
Richards and Keane forming partnership as well on and off the field. With an 2-8 for them for Wolves.
Got dead Dean Richards with Roy Keane commentating together. Yes, he also ate a box of chocolates. Wonderful. Yep, Brungleson, plenty of tackles won for a goalkeeper. I assume that's rushing out to the feet of the players. And Malmstrom, decent performance. Des, lots of good passing going on. And he is a cream cheese with AIDS. Yeah, good.
Big performance from Brungleson off the bench, so I feel happy with that.
Yeah, with the 8 for handling, whatever he's got. Yeah, he must be starting next game. So good luck to whoever plays against him. Racers versus Fortuna. And Quinton is obviously here talking about cheese. And last time these two played each other, it was 3-1 to Fortuna in their wonderful grey-ish kit, with 2 for Dunwell and 1 for Jurgen Kohler. Big performance from Bungle. He's a big guy. Kohler's suspended today, though, so they put an Atalakis into the side, and there's a little bit of changes. Is it just the one first team change? Can't even remember, to be honest. I just know that there's no even caller.
Yeah, I don't. This formation shouldn't work, but it's been doing okay for him, hasn't it? He's got some good players. Dangerous team. I think we can kind of score 3-4 goals in any match with how offensive it is and the good players it's got in the forward areas. Um, they should have too much for the races today. Races have shown pretty much nothing all season, apart from a draw against me, which pains me still a few weeks later. But it should be enough. It should be enough.
Oh, Quint! I thought you were just suggesting Bungle was big, but no, no. Tom Hanks film. Yeah, well done, well done. Extra point there. We'll move you up a point in the league table.
I, I mean, I don't know if he said it. I said it before him, so I'll claim that one, even though it was a bit too tenuous. It's clearly just a word that describes something that's
Yeah,
large.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get it, but now I do. Yeah, yeah. Well done. Fifey got it, and Fortuna favours the brave. So Fortuna must be fans of East Coast. It was a
It's a
cup
shame we
that
didn't
they
do
used to
more
play each
films,
other.
Tom Hanks. It's a shame we didn't do more films. We could have put some more puns.
Well, he probably has done some more. One
I
more.
think that's it. Just five, isn't it? Just five films.
Only 5 films ever. Fortuna Racers last time in the league was 2-all. Yeah, so it's Fortuna. I was thinking, why are Fortuna away in the last league game? But they're not. He's just highlighting Thimble, to be fair. Or was it he's highlighting you? Lovely. With a Toy Story, yeah, he did 4 Toy Story films in a medley of all the other ones. just just one film with lots of stuff
It
in.
does. It does feel like one film. To be honest, as good an actor as he is.
Yeah, and then of course he's got himself a bit of COVID, didn't he, as well?
Yeah, he's the one that made COVID popular, wasn't
Yeah, he made it cool. For the races this time going unchanged. Again, no team submitted, so no subs will happen for the team today. What do you make of the side anyway?
he? It's nice that he's turned up and he's submitted a new tactic in the team. It's good of him to kind of do that for once. Um, I don't think it'll work, but Earnshaw's been okay. Giggs there's a bit wasted, but he might turn up just because he's such a good player. Kumas should have played more for him. I don't think he's got enough time on the pitch. I think Speed and Savage is solid enough. Barnard's the laziest kind of left back in the game.
4 for stamina. Quinton saying he saw him once with a 6. That's just incredible to see that. It's he must have done some severe fitness work. But yeah,
Yeah, I've seen him play many times. He had a little bit of a kind of I want a belly, but he wasn't an athlete. Let's put it that way.
he gets really
But
big.
morally, he's a better man than Ryan Giggs.
Oh,
So
much more,
um,
much more so.
I'd pick him over Ryan Giggs on the left hand side any day of the week.
Tom Hanks gets really big, lives in an airport with some chocolates, flies the plane and landed on the Hudson where he gets stranded with a spaceman and builds some toy friends out of coconuts. Yeah, and they try and crack a code. Yeah, I like that one. That's quite the film. Good, not bad for a 45-minute short film as well. Dean Saunders this season not even considered once. I mean, the aim surely is to play at least everyone once.
I mean, he's getting relegated. Give Dean a game. We all want to see it. Come on.
That's it. That's the challenge for next game. If you watch the things. As for concepts next season, I mean, we've heard one potential thing, haven't we, about it? But other than that, no. Don't know what's going on. I'd like to see him continue next season. Ivan Alapness refereeing predictions. This Fifey, I have a question. What's your prediction? Yeah,
My prediction is 0 goals to 3.
3-0 there. Yes, yeah. Mega Horse the movie, the plot and the cast.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking Tom Hanks movies, I think yeah, Hopkins is walking the Green Mile, isn't he? He's on death row with this. He needs to be part of his misery.
Autumn Shank would be my kind of film going on. 6-0 says 5 feet to Fortuna. This is Fortuna that don't score many goals. Savage also going 4-1. Look to their goal tally for this season, how they're getting on, and it's 29 in 20 games. So these seem to hope these people hope for miracles. But yeah, I think Quentin isn't making a prediction about his own thing. He'll probably type in this film thing, won't it? Always running an hour behind the advertised time at the cinema. Superb. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. We've got Craig Bellamy attacking already. It's been quite a lot of races. They've had a quick start, but we know that they can fall apart a bit. Chris Coleman takes a yellow card, and Kenny Lunt has scored. He's assisting plenty of goals this season. He's got 5 goals as well. What a performance it's been from Kenny Lunt this season. Yellow card for David Collins. Mega Horse is born as a nocturnal fool who talks to himself a lot, clearing spreadsheets and votes in his spare time. Mega Horse to be played by Jimmy Savile.
It's a bit harsh. I was thinking like Joaquin Phoenix.
Wanking Phoenix. Yeah, not Bolton Phoenix. So if 1-0 at half time, Jimmy, thanks. Thanks for that. I can't say at any point, I just sort of say, we dirt count. The cast was harsh. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, anyway, it's 1-0 at half time. It's as expected, people thinking that Fortuna are going to win, but they've not taken as many chances as we'd have expected them.
It seemed really straightforward in the commentary. Um,
Very.
Kenny Lunt's the only one that's really done anything though.
Yeah,
Castillo,
Castillo, has he got the assist, we think, Castillo, this
he
time?
must have. They
Yeah,
must have.
he's got it. He's got that assist. Quinton, we're going to use straight away, see if there's any subs you want to make. I assume no, but we'll see. Have you got a cup game midweek, though? You have a game, it's a week away, your next league game, so you don't have a cup game coming up. Everything's looking fine. Fine's the best way. Play till 60. Good. And races, they won't be making
Yeah,
subs.
I think fine's a good way of describing that first half
Yeah,
on Fortune.
it,
It's been fine.
it is the 28th, I think. Yeah, it's something like that anyway. Earnshaw, very quiet. Savage has had the only shot on target for races. So well done, Mike. At least you've had a chance there. So we're into the second half, and David Collins has come forward with a chance, and then down the other end, Kumas getting involved, but nothing really coming of that attack. Speed scores. He beats Robert Santana and scores on Giggs. Disallowed, thankfully, for them not letting him score a goal. Dunlop for Collins at 60 and maybe another. I don't know what date this is. This is the 14th. The 14th. Or rather, it's the 12th of June. It's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning on the 12th of June. Racers, no subs. I don't know why I'm going to them first, because there's no point. Fortuna, looking at that, you want to bring on Dunwell for Collins, so I will action that straight away. Collins is on the 6, and he's on the yellow card. So on comes Dunwell, who's scored against these before. Other condition-wise, Bonk 85, Shinjiri, that's Bonk again. IELTS, probably just old. Yep, he's old. Nicky Franco, there he is. A failed voiceover guy played by what's his face Speed. His career ends by some angry flamingos. He's saved by some questionable puppets. That's about right. Estevez for Bonk and swap with Dunwell. So yeah, Estevez up front. Oh, not an arrow. Estevez up front probably works all right there. Where he replaced Jim White. Good. On Talk Sport or Sky Sports? Do I have to wear a yellow tie to do these shows? I mean, I do, but do I have
Is
to?
he has he got a better job, or has he just been asked to leave? I saw these story, but I didn't want to justify his existence with a click.
Oh, Jim White
Yeah,
from Sky or Talk Sport?
Sky said he's leaving after 20 odd years. He's leaving Sky. I was wondering what the story was there. I didn't want to justify his existence.
Ah, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they've just had enough. They've thought
He
his
seems like
time
the
is
kind of
ticking.
guy to me that he'd move to kind of Qatar and take the money.
So he's not gonna. He wonder if he'll leave Talk Sport then as well. Maybe something going on. Yeah, he left Sky. He has other opportunities. What he joins Richard Keys.
There you go. Yeah, he'll be going to the Middle East, won't he?
Yeah, but 5 feet. The tie is all I wear.
It's either that or he's been found in some Ryan Giggs shit, and they've asked him to leave quietly. That's what other opportunities means, really.
Pursuing other opportunities. Well, I didn't see that anything about Jim White. It's probably because maybe I mute him in terms of any feedback of Jim White is not
Yeah,
there. Probably it's like an unconscious sensor on him. It's still one.
maybe
It's
you
still
got.
1-1. Sorry, still 1-1. The Racers have scored. Gary Speed.
Oh no!
Oh, the Racers have come back from the dead with those speed goals, haven't they? And missing
Oh
Jurgen
dearie me,
Kohler
Quinton.
is certainly how to put it there. Jurgen Kohler not in their sight. 5. And it didn't quite work out. Uh, Gary Speed, man of the match. Darren Barnard got a 9 though.
Well, I've done it again. I managed to do this then every time I single a player out for criticism, they do something. So apologies to Quinton there. Sleepless in Swansea for him tonight.
11 headers, 10-1 from Quinton,
Well
from
done, Cookie.
Coleman. Yes, oh, well, as we know, that is the way he crumbles. And yeah, it's it's a decent performance from Racers. We didn't expect them to win, but they have. And have they given themselves any chance of survival? I'd say no,
No,
but but they got the win. And for Tuna, yeah, playing in grey, can't see each other. They should have changed kits at half time. Subs haven't done too bad. They've not done too badly at all. It's just that Dieter Reitz, there's only one Dieter Reitz on the pitch, and that's the thing. If there were more, they'd have done better.
yeah, he's done well there, and so is Lund. It's just disappointing that Quinton will be very, very annoyed with that. He had a chance to kind of push his way up the table again, and yeah, to go to Wales and lose is a bit embarrassing, really.
A bit embarrassing. Mate. So as with Iron Curtain winning and Wolves winning, that what they needed was Ewan not to win, and Ewan won. So it's
Yeah,
all kind of gone the other way.
a Danglers win tomorrow night would complete the free penises of the Dragons
Oh yeah, the
weekend.
Dragons. Uh, yeah, I haven't. I think Tato may have fallen asleep uh, at this point. There are what 2 games to go. He's quite possibly asleep at this
I
point.
mean, I wouldn't blame him. It's
Champino
it's
going
1.
unchanged for this game. So the formation last time when it came to it, they had a 2-1 win over Flamingos. The last time they played Badgers was a 3-2 win, 2 for Saviola, 1 for Robin, with Wellens and Williams scoring for the Badgers. Not a bad team, is it at all? Really, the Faraki side.
Yeah, I really like it. It's got some of the best younger players in the game, hasn't it? And I think one that surprised me, I had a quick look at the squad earlier. Owen Hargreaves has been doing absolute bits, and mainly at right wing back and all sorts. He's been playing really well, and I never expected that from him. Um,
Yeah, I like Hargreaves. I couldn't quite find a position that he'd play in all the time for Bayern, but he was always there as a sub or a filler, and yeah, he did a job everywhere really.
Yeah, he's a perfect squad player, but he never gets a full run, does he? That's what my experience has been
No,
before.
this is the most advanced I've seen him play.
Yeah, but he's funny, he's done about 5 or 6 different roles from what I remember.
Yeah,
He's been DMC, DMRC, DMR, MR. Yeah, so he's been all over the shop. But he's played really well, which I wouldn't expect to see that. And he's getting good numbers out of most of the team. Really, he's had a good season. A bit under the radar, really. He's not kind of made any headlines, but he's performed pretty well, and I think he's in good position to storm up Division 1B. If I remember rightly, he's right in the mix there.
yeah. I mean, this game is defining, I suppose, especially with the Alamo draw against Trafford. The both teams, they can't afford to lose any ground. There's only 1 point between the three, I think, and now Badgers
Yeah, and with
certainly
myself
interesting.
losing as well, it could be that gap can close very easily now.
Oh, into fourth place as well. So Tato for this game sees the recalling of Neil Scally after his, I think it was an injury, it might be a suspension. But yeah, that's the only change for today. Scally in, Clausen out, and he replaces Rust on the bench.
Yeah, there's loads of good players in that team. The ones they're not household names, but they are champ manager household names. Yeah, I love quite a lot of those players. A lot. Um, it's a pretty standard formation. Taylor likes to experiment quite a lot, but this is fairly kind of um, Swemp basic, and I like it. I think he's obviously taking this one seriously. He wants a result here, doesn't he? You can kind of tell from his selection that he's taking this one a bit more seriously than he has done every week, and I think he might do it.
There's a chance, isn't there? It's going to be a very close game. If we're going by what we expect from this one. Prediction wise, Gondor beating Danglies tomorrow night. Is a prediction there from 5 feet. Robbie Keane to score on a 2-2 draw. Terry and Sky to be booked in the first half with a potential foot injury for Sullivan. 3-1 the prediction for 5 feet, and 1-3 is Savage's prediction. And yourself?
I'm going to go. I'm going to think Badgers sneak a 2-1 away victory. Just to say as well that these two teams on paper shouldn't be evenly matched, but going to this game, I think most people would agree that it could go either way. So it's
Yeah.
credit to what Tato's done with these players.
Yes, very much so. I think it's going to be a good one. Please don't give us a 0-0 now. Please don't. So get started at a fast, frenetic pace. Why is it slow? Why is the commentary slow? Joe Cole scored the opening goal. I've absolutely no idea why the commentary's been slowed down at that point for this game at all. Unless I did something in the last game. Sullivan takes a yellow card. Terry and Scully still need to get theirs. Saviola coming close to scoring goal number 2. But then down the other end, Yavin with a chance. We've got just over halfway into the half. It's still 1-0, but the chances are going to both sides slowly, sort of being drip fed into the game. Going to go quite some way to get in injuries and bookings at half time and such like. There's the yellow card for Barnett. It's just a keen disallowed for offside. And half time 1-0 to Falaraki. It's a tight game.
Big let off for the Badgers there. I thought that was two.
Huge let off, yeah.
Dave Barnett's finally father time. He's catching up with him by the looks of it. It's kind of the what's the date in game, but he's obviously getting very old now.
Yeah, we
He's
are
still
at
at nine pace is pretty handy for him.
September 02. He's
Yeah,
still
so
going.
he's getting on for nearly done. But he's still a tackle machine, so he'd probably still back up 10 tackles in the second half. But yeah, it was a fairly even game, but I thought that second goal would have killed it off. So Tato will breathe a sigh of relief to see that one chalked off.
Yeah, Falaraki, 3 shots, 3 on target. It's going all right. There's no would you look at that? I mean, Gerard, 4 key tackles is what he's put in and won. Yes, that's pretty good from him. But aside from that, that's quite standard, isn't it?
Yeah, don't let this slip.
And Scally winning 7 tackles in the first half for Badgers, but again, nothing spectacular. And Barnett, as you say, Barnett was a bit of a showing his age.
I mean, not just his age, but his eyesight's gone as well. By the looks of it, he's two two complete passes out of 7. Um,
And no
yeah, I mean,
tackles won.
yeah,
So it's bringing
he's
us,
he's having a bad game, but you know what he's like. Yeah, like I say, he could back up 10 tackles in 10 minutes. The way he's kind of built
yeah,
in this game, it could happen very easily.
he is a bit of a monster at times, isn't he? I'm just getting my way to Championio subs. So it's 60 minutes, of course, with them. So let's keep going. And really, it's been John Terry gets his book in, but it's too late, unfortunately for you, Quinton. You're wrong. And but no, Sky's looking to get his card, of course, isn't he? And subs now, right? Okay, so they've improved a little bit as it goes. Uh, if winning 60 stay as it is, but if Saviola hasn't scored after 60, sub for Sigalco, and he hasn't scored, and Sigalco isn't on the bench because, of course, this is an old instruction from a few games ago. He's not there. Joao Paiva was the replacement, wasn't he? Into that from before. That's what we had on Tuesday night. So if Saviola hasn't scored, bring on the Sigalco replacement. Oh, that's really keen. That's going well, isn't it? Saviola off. Joao Paiva on.
It's better.
That's their change. They're still winning 1-0, aren't they? So that's it. And Badgers to have a little look through how they're doing. David Collins, 83. I mean, Tato does not worry about fitness and whatever. What he will do at this point, having a look through, is that would be Sullivan off and McPhee on. And that will be the only sub there at that point, I believe. Yeah, Barnett wouldn't come off, would he? There.
No, he's got pretty kind of poor options in those areas as the centre backs probably let him down more than any position all season.
Look after his foot. It's 2-0, and Steven Gerrard has got the goal. And this game looks like it's going Falaraki's way, and they could be chasing down 4th place, absolutely. It's Joao Paiva with a chance as well. Nothing really happening at this point towards the end of the game. Going forward, one last chance. Nope, final whistle, 2-0. Falaraki take it, and looking at what we see there, they deserved it. But then you look at this stats, and it was a close game.
Yeah, crazy. The attributes, the play ratings for both teams suggest a very one-sided game, and that doesn't say that in the match
Mm.
stats. But very nice win for Falaraki. Yeah, Tato will be fuming, but Falaraki kind of proven their worth again.
Yeah, they've come forward a bit, haven't they, in this table recently after a little dip, and they've got themselves ahead of Allenwell now, and can push on for 4th place, which I'm sure you're thrilled about yourself.
Yeah, the way it's going, I can see them doing it. To be honest, I can't remember who I've got left to play, but I wouldn't imagine I'll win more than a couple of games the rest of the season the way it's been going. So yeah, it's on the race. The big race for 4 is on.
That would be spectacular for them. Badgers, yeah, Scally winning lots of tackles. Mike Duff winning some key ones, but all in all, it's 2-0. It's 2-0, and Falaraki can be very happy with that. So, our final match for today. Two teams with minimal changes for today. So, Phoenix have gone unchanged in their lineup. And why not? I suppose last game they will beat you in 6-0 and Bias 2 to score 5.
Yeah, he turned up. He's been pretty damn good all season, and
Yeah, their
Phoenix
last
team is
meeting.
the Phoenix team is very strong, but it's not in the same league as Trafford. So the fact that it's coming down to these last few weeks is credit to Ryan. And I kind of, even though I'm a big fan of Jens, as we've discussed many times before,
Yeah,
mm, I want to see Phoenix win just to keep that title race close.
and it may well be close. Two managers here who haven't yet committed to. Well, one manager hasn't committed to next season yet, but may do, and Jens with Hulls, who they are actually playing their final 6 games, and Hulls will be going next season. So it's sad to be losing Jens, but
Yeah,
he'll still be
big
keeping
loss to
himself
the
in it.
league, big loss to the league. But he's part of the Super League, and everyone only has so much time. So I understand he wants to kind of concentrate on doing that, and then he's got a family and stuff. So it's understandable stuff. But it's a big
Indeed.
loss to the league. But I'm sure someone will come in and do a good job with these players or with their own ideas. It's a great squad. It'd be a shame for someone to tear this squad apart because I do like it.
Yeah, I mean, there is the option for someone to take over Hulls, but then would they be the strongest team in the league at that point? I suppose would be a question. We know that there will be more than one manager change going on next season, but it does open the door for David to get his permanent job next season. So he's in, guaranteed, which is good to see that.
Good
Wolfie
to
will
have it.
take the Wolves back, hopefully, and David will have his own team. Doesn't have to take over Hulls, obviously, but then that moves the other people up the waiting list as well. And if anything happens to other managers who are deciding, then there's other people there. But we want to keep as many as we can, obviously, don't we? For the fact
Yeah,
that they've given a
It's
good
good to have
season.
some continuity, build some rivalries and stuff. But it's also good to have some fresh ideas, fresh faces and stuff, and maybe even a couple of fresh people on comms and stuff like that. So yeah, just the more new people we can get involved as well, I think the better for the league. This is probably the most inclusive league there's out there with the amount of jobs there are available, and
28 managers'
yeah,
jobs, and
exactly, yeah.
of
Um,
course we've had people trying to get involved as assistants and things going on. I think some people looking out for people to give them a hand, and it's great.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
So Hull's changes for today. Ronaldo is in for Raul, and Junior is out, so Dede comes back in. So there's no weakening there. It's looking good. And will Ruggiero get himself a goal before the end of the season? He's taken a penalty and missed. So will he score?
Maybe I
Uh,
need to start doing that so I can get me keepers on better ratings, get them on the penalties.
yeah, get him going for it. See if they can score. Phoenix in yellow is rare. I don't even know if I've seen it yet at all. So
It
it's
doesn't look
good to
right,
see
does it?
that. No, it's totally different. It's Fortuna. And
I'm
Quinton's,
trying to picture a Bolton team in that colour. Is that a thing, or am
I
I?
think they might have what. Yeah, I'm sure in their early Premier League days they had the
Yeah,
yellow Reebok away.
yeah. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine kind of Henrik Pedersen running around in it.
Quinton's saying Paiva's a mixed bag, great in the lesser leagues and not so good at the very top. Yeah, away to Fortuna. Yeah, that would have been good, wouldn't it, to see that kit? It's a great one to see that. Predictions then, anyway. So I haven't said anything. What are we going for?
I'm gonna go 2-0 Phoenix.
2-0 to Phoenix. So look at the teams. Phoenix, you obviously you want Phoenix to win. You need Phoenix to win. We could do with a Phoenix win for the title battle, but Hull's great team as
Um,
well. Quinton going 2-1 Hulls.
I would have been a few weeks ago. I'd been hoping for a draw, and I might be able to sneak above one of them or both of them. Obviously, that's fallen apart for me. So yeah, I just want to see the title race go down to the last day. So for me, that needs to be a Phoenix win
Well, will
with
we
a
get
Rogerio
that?
missed penalty in there thrown in just for
A missed
good fun.
penalty. Well, look at that. Ronaldo was open the scoring really early on. And that certainly throws the pigeon to the cats. Uh, is a good way of saying that phrase in a totally wrong way. Uh, it's 17 minutes in. It is still 1-0, and really, looking at it, I don't think Phoenix are looking like they're getting their way back into it. So they'll score their first shot, I'm pretty sure. A draw will keep Phoenix in the race, obviously, with the Trafford draw that they had. But
Yes. Are they to play each other still? Phoenix
last
and
day of the season,
oh, fantastic. Yeah, so a draw would be okay for that
obviously.
race.
And the better goal difference, yeah, you're not wrong there, Quinton, as well. If it goes on to the last day of the season, it's going to be huge, that, isn't it? See, that 49-minute first half and one of the quieter first halves, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much happening there, is there? It's kind of cancelling each other out a little bit. But it's pretty lackluster from Phoenix so far.
A lot of hype around the game and not the delivery.
It sometimes happens, doesn't it? You get the quality players on the pitch and all tactically aware and in the right positions, and it can kind of cancel each other out a little bit. So that seems to be what's happening so far.
Yeah.
Um,
It's well
Marino
worth staying
keeper.
up for, isn't it?
I got to admit, I'm struggling now. My vodka Lucozade is starting to wear off, and I'm flagging a little bit.
What we needed was one of the other games that was more interesting at this point. Hopefully the second half will be great. But yeah, Mourinho, you're saying Mourinho's played well, hasn't he?
Yes, yeah. Trying to look at closer. Yeah, he's not doesn't appear to have done anything spectacular. Apart from obviously a couple of key tackles. It must be the key pass that's pumped him up to an 8. A long
Yeah.
raking ball through to Ronaldo, maybe.
And an interception. That might have something. Vodka Lucasade. It's a new one. Well,
Yeah, it's
it
got
looks
a
nice.
lack of mixers. Mike, just nothing in the house, no beers, nothing. I've got Jack Daniels, vodka, Lucasade, and
Milk.
Vimto. So I
Don't
could have
forget
gone. I
milk.
could have gone Vimto, but decided that Lucasade might give me that extra kick for comms tonight.
Double vodka Ryan Bruce of Fifey. It's, I mean, yeah, I'll just, if it's a drink, it's probably going to be alright. Unless it's a porter or stout that has no nice taste to it. Vodka Vimto is classic.
Yeah,
And
it was my drink of choice in second year of uni. But I've drunk it that much that I don't think it'd be a pleasant experience now. Going back to it after kind of 12 years of drinking like a normal human being.
I quite enjoyed Bells and Iron Brew. It was quite good in there. Iron Bells. Very nice.
Sounds good.
Carlos Gamera, 5 tackles, 5-1, 4 key tackles, second half. Let's go. Oh, in fact, let's check and see if anyone's injured first of all.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Yeah.
Not yet. And they say less is more. So we'll go to 60. Keep a watch on Figo. Not literally. And yeah, we're 10 minutes from the subs, and it has livened up a little bit. Hull's had one chance. They're going to have another one maybe at this point. We're all maybe close. But Zidane with it one there. The one that smelled like a war museum horse. A war museum. Oh, it smells like Eden Camp. Yeah. The drink that smelled, I thought a war horse museum. I thought it said, yeah.
Eden Camp, is that the one near York? Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend described it as the drink smelling like Eden Camp. Yeah. I'd say it's probably quite an accurate description. Yeah, it was, that's how it was. So yeah, it's Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Mourinho, Cafu, eights, Figo to come off, and Figo coming off, the one candidate for substitute who's done very well this season, Ron Jeremy. He comes onto the pitch.
Yeah, I think that'll be it. I don't think you need to make any further changes at this point.
Yeah, and when Ron Jeremy comes, we'll all know about it. So
Yeah,
Phoenix, less is more. Is anyone gone? No.
no,
Is anyone performing particularly badly? Taram, but it's a defender. So teams are reluctant to take off defenders. Customised pizza. It wasn't particularly hugely customised tonight with Domino's. Yeah, I've done better. I've done better pizzas before, but I just shoved on a whole load of spice and meat. So that was it. Yeah, meat and
As long as
spice.
it, yeah, as long as it didn't involve any of Ron Jeremy's juices and
Special sauce.
but yeah.
No, no special sauce. Barbecue sauce, but that's not quite the same, is it? I mean, if that came out, that'd be a problem for Rob. He needs to get himself looked at.
It might, I'm not gonna say it might come out one of his victims, but
It's still 1-0 in this massive battle. If you haven't watched the program Jam before, there is a great sketch called The Gush. No, you need to watch that. It's a 1-0, Rivaldo with a late gush for
talking of
1-0.
gushes, yeah. Oh,
It's it is superb. That it is tremendous. So banana. Who put banana on a pizza? That is weird. Pineapple, yeah.
I thought we were still talking on Jeremy for a minute. I was, I was reading it and I was a little bit confused, but yeah, that makes sense.
Put banana on that. Carlos Gamera, man of the match, I highlighted it at half time. Is that I mean, Hulls have performed very well, but in fact the ratings from both teams,
Yeah, it looks like a high quality match, doesn't it? And
yeah,
I'm sure it'd been an absolute joy to watch. But at 20 past 1 in the morning, it felt like a bit of a chore, if I'm being honest.
yeah. I'm not not going to disagree with you there. It does look better. The second half was it had its moments. Yeah, his friend's called Jeremy. That's right, isn't it, Quentin? He wasn't wrong. Yeah, I mean Jeremy's come on and done a decent job. He's done okay, but yeah, I think that they've held out well in defence. And for Phoenix, Gamera, yeah, he's stood out. Petit also playing well.
Yeah, it looks like Lillian's put a couple of key tackles in towards the end to bump his rating up. So you were right
From
not
a
to
5 to a
take him off.
7.
Yeah, it's a very important point for Phoenix, and I'm pleased to see it go in. Um, Unlucky from Hulls, they played quite well, but I don't think they can argue with that really.
And how does this affect the table? No team scoring more than 3 goals today. Iron Curtain and Wanderers Wolverhampton with the 3. East Coast, Falaraki races with 2. A whole lot of ones, and Imaginary Madrid and Badgers are 2 sides without any goals. So look at the table, 3 points clear, Trafford, but a goal difference that is what 6 better for Phoenix. So it is effectively a point. If they can just win every game, they will win the league, unless Trafford have an absolute scoring fest in the
Yeah,
games
I
coming
wouldn't
through.
say that just yet. I wouldn't say that just yet. And who's got to play Flamingos? So if Trafford have got Flamingos at home, then those 6 goals can be wiped out
Yeah,
in a
true.
heartbeat.
Hull's 7 points further back with only 5 games to go. It looks impossible for finishing second even. East Coast 38 and Falaraki 36. So
So
that's
tight there, yeah.
yeah, and the what was a Division 1B of Falaraki, Alamo and Badgers, now the Wanderers are catching and Ewan are catching. And then down below that Fortuna and Iron Curtain and into the bottom 3, which I'm struggling to scroll down. There we are. Racers have got themselves to 8 points from safety. Imagine Madrid 10 points. 2 games time. Imagine Madrid could have been relegated.
Yeah, it looks nailed on, doesn't it? It's a big gap now, but with Iron Curtain winning tonight, the gap increases from them to Madrid. Um, they must have dropped down a position tonight because Racers won, didn't they? So they're
Yeah,
back
yeah, they've
into
dropped the
second
switch
spot.
places, and there's been quite a
Yeah,
few
so
switches.
that looks like the relegations are pretty much sealed, and it's not. It's probably a nice relief to not have to play the Jers and Bolton Phoenix and whatever Trafford are next season. It's probably quite a relief. I know myself. I'm tempted to kind of request relegation just so I can kind of enjoy it without getting my ass handed to me every week. Um, but
But
in terms of my performance, I would be gutted if I don't finish fourth now. So I'm gonna put some effort into the last few games because I don't want to see myself slip down. Because if I get overtaken by Falaraki, then Alumwell will probably catch me as well, and then Badgers probably will. So yeah, I need to put my ideas up on a personal note.
and he should really manage. I think he should manage that. I think fourth place. I know Falaraki and Alan are chasing, and Badgers at a real outside chance, but yeah, I think he can do it. The form of the season, only 3 defeats, has been pretty good. Flamingos, I mean, the big question for Flamingos, 5 games to go. Can they keep it to 2 figures for goals conceded? 19 to go in 5 games. An
I
average of
mean,
just under 4 a game conceded so far.
I think with Sam Alafife in charge, I think we should be able to do it. Yeah, keep it below. I can't see why not. It'd be disgusting if they conceded over 100 goals.
Will they get a point? Will they get 10 goals themselves? So many questions. You mentioned Trafford being quite sort of invincible at home. Uh, they are the top away at home performing side, with East Coast second in that table, and the bottom three has been the bottom three anyway, but in slightly different order. Away from home, Phoenix are the form side, the unbeaten side at home, and that's where there's a bit of a change going on. But the bottom three, guess what? They're the same bottom three. 4-4
Yeah,
2 at home. 4-4.
I just don't score enough goals. Looking at that, I'm fairly tight at the back, but I don't score enough goals. Um, Darren Barnard in team of the
Darren
week. That's
Barnett.
things you like to see.
There's Vio. So honestly, he came and played half an hour, got 7. But he's someone who's a forward right, so it's him or Fortes for that position.
Oh yeah, the old forward right, forward left for you again. Gary Speed will be looking down, very delighted with that. Great performance from him, 2 goals. He was the match winner in that game. Apart from that, it's pretty. Oh, Gerard had a really good game tonight, didn't he? I think he got
Yes,
a
very good.
9 and a winning goal. So yeah, Kim Kallstrom making the bench as well for that. Wouldn't have expected that at the start of the night.
Yeah, and 8 today. Nicky Hill on the bench as well. Condolar's man of the match. Didn't get him ahead of Barnard. Yeah, that's lovely to see. So the next round of fixtures, anyway, are on the 21st. Badgers versus Trafford. East Coast Alan Well. Oh, that's massive now.
Tasty.
That's the win you need. Flamingos do Madrid. Can they do it? Can Flamingos do something here? Fortuna Iron Curtain. I mean, if the Iron Curtain win, they go ahead, but they also make the gap bigger between themselves and the bottom three. Hull's Faraki, another big game. Phoenix Wolves. You'd expect a Phoenix win despite the work of David in recent times. And Racers versus Ewan. If Racers don't win, it's all over. It's all over. Huge games, and they
Yeah, just a couple of big.
can't confirm if it's Tuesday or if it's Friday. At the moment, I think it might be Friday night.
Yes, that's fine. I don't think we don't expect 2 shows a week, so don't
Well, it'll be a Division
strain
Two
yourself.
midweek show, I think. I
Yeah,
think it'll be Division Two. Trying to get as many games to do. There unfortunately may well be some delays to fixtures coming up soon due to moving house to becoming homeless for a while. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to put in live shows for a small period of time. It's something we'll have to change the format. I think maybe earlier times if I get the go ahead, which would be nice. That would be nicer, wouldn't it?
yeah. I mean, either get yourself a little office with a space for you to do this, or a room where you can lock the door and keep your wife in there.
Well, it's moving in with the in-laws for a while.
Oh dear.
That's going to be the big one. I don't want to disturb people.
Well, let's get a step. mother-in-law stream.
Go and record it from the car.
We need yeah, an in-law as co-coms. I think that'd be good.
Co-commentators. They don't like football, but they'll come in for commentate anyway. Like, what you doing, Mega Horse? You're just doing these things. What's all these numbers on the screen? Because they call me Mega Horse, of course.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
The Swemp Shed. I've seen pictures of the Swemp Shed, Mike. It looks great.
Mega horse to be played by.
The old seller film. Anyway, so the next games, yeah, as we say, probably Friday night. I don't imagine it will be Tuesday. I think that'll be Division 2. But Dimble, thank you very much as ever for your excellent words and good fun.
Yeah, sorry if it got a bit incoherent towards the middle and end. I literally nearly fell asleep at one point. No, not because it wasn't good entertainment, just it's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
So yeah, thanks for having me on anyway. Really enjoyed it, as always.
Of course. Yeah, and thank you for everyone in the chat who's braved it out and those who've fallen along the way. 8 viewers currently. What's going on?
I don't know. Well, Andrea and Claudia were still on the phone, so
this is
yeah, ciao to those guys as well.
Yeah. Yeah, good night to everyone. Thank you very much, and we will see you soon. And thank you again to Andrea Bocelli. Good night.